Welcome back to Cobble's Customs. Today we'll be working on this 81 Pontiac lemans wagon. I really don't want to work on it, but I need to get rid of some stuff, make some extra cash. I really want to work on this Mark III Supra. So let's get to it. Let's see if we can get it to run. It sat for quite a few years. I can't tell the exact year, but let's get it run. It's a Pontiac, so it should run. What you think, Zia? Think it'll run? Yes, it will run. This one right here. Yeah, all right, cool. Let's do it. Okay. Chapow. That's a fuel line. Give me that. I'm going to use that here in a second. Thank you. Pontiac 400. Already checked the codes on this. It's a 76 Pontiac 400 by the date castings. I pulled the alternator off for a spare alternator when I went to Mississippi, which it did come in handy. If you haven't seen that video, go check it out. Let's throw a battery in here. And thank you. Let's see how fast we can get this thing to start. That looks crunchy. Cool. All right. That may be enough. And we'll find out. Let's get her a whirly dirly. Absolutely nothing. Should be able to start without the alternator, no? Let me go hook up this alternator. We are getting this off. I have a new one, which I bought a lifetime warranty one for the original engine for this car. And the cool thing about Pontiac is the alternators interchange for the most part. Don't want to lose this washer. Come on. No. Don't lose you. There it is. Saved you. Power out. Look at us. Yay. Cool. See right there? Look at that. You put the bolts and nuts and all the hardware where it used to go while it waits for the return of its alternator. Don't set it up here, put it somewhere you won't remember, because then that's not fun. You gonna be my friend? Not today, I guess. Why is the power steering? Oh yeah. I also robbed the power steering fluid cap. I'm half tempted to just pull this engine and trans and see if I can sell the body, because Pontiacs are amazing engines. I see why they sell for more money than a small block Chevrolet, but they're not worth that much money, where a 76 400 is like $900. No, not even. But I guess scarcity and not being able to get, they're not making Pontiac anymore because GM was jealous of how cool their cars were. They put a stop to them in 2009. RIP Pontiac. What did this go to? Did they just have that wrapped around? That plugs in here. Yeah, I guess they did just have this wrapped around. Uh-oh. I took that stud bolt. Yes, I did take the stud bolt. Yep, I'm gonna go get the stud bolt. Always remember, when you're turning in cores, take all the hardware you can off of it. The new ones are usually supplied. And if they're not, you just gave up some hardware that you now gotta go and buy. Now, let's see if we can get some Sparky Boy, Spinny Boy. we got some spinning action. We'll just ignore the coil, dump some gas right down this, which is the bare minimum we have to do. And if it sparks off, we don't have to worry about the ignition system. It's an HEI, so we're not worried about points corroding or whatever else. Let's dump some gas in this thing and let's hear it make noise. And let's see if I can top pour. Oh, wow. That's one way to fill it up. Hopefully the timing's good. Catch the top of the engine on fire. We got spark, baby. I'm gonna make my fuel system set up and let's see if we can make it idle. This is a race fuel cell from O'Reilly's. They're quite expensive. You can only get them if you do oil changes from O'Reilly's. AutoZone makes their own and Advance has theirs, but my favorite so far, it's been O'Reilly's fuel cells. So we can get this thing stuck down in here. To it. Yeah, look at that thing. Uh-oh. Valley pan gasket leaking. Pumping water. That'd be a good engine. Cool. I'll say one positive thing about owning a bunch of cars is you can turn the operational ones that work and function to inoperational ones by robbing parts off of what you need to then make a car that doesn't really run well. Well, we know that it runs. I didn't even check the oil level, but there's oil in there. We're good to go. That's a good. What is this? All right, that's good. Let's check the dipstick on the transmission. Look at that cherry trans fluid. So that either tells me that this transmission's slipping and someone replaced it, or it actually is a good transmission. As of right now, I am not gonna worry about it because I got somewhere to be here in a minute. And I'll probably pick this project up later. Check the, oh my God. We got brake fluid. It's low on brake fluid, but we got it. I'll turn this, I'll leave this here to let me know to check it later. Well, there she is. What do you think, guys? Do I sell it, pull the engine, keep it for another Pontiac? Because they're amazing cars. It's going to be kind of sad, though, is if I sell it, another one of my I have a problem with transmissions. I hoard them. I have about 7 or 8. But anyway, I am just all over the place today. But look at this damn interior. You want to scrap something like that? You want to scrap something like that? It's fairly nice. Well, it's a 81 Pontiac lemans wagon. What is it? Okay. All right. I think I'm over it. I think I don't care anymore. It's a good bit later. We know it runs. We know it does okay off a jug. I would like to find out that if this gas inside of here, okay, if we can make it run off this gas tank. This cap is melted, and I'm pretty sure it's varnished in there. But there's one way to find out and clog the fuel filter and carburetor. Let's hook it up. Find out if it just dumps on the ground. See if there's any holes in it. And one thing I like to do is I like to buy premium. So whatever crappy gas is in there, it averages out to at least be flammable, you know? Don't worry about dumping the gas tank out, cleaning it with a magnet, and buying some rust restore kit. Just shove premium gas in it and see if it'll work. You know, we're effectively scientists here. I don't see no leaks. One variable at a time. Just put this right here. What I'm doing now is removing our temporary gas tank or race cell. Oh, okay. And hooking up the original line. It's good. Might as well, because he's a thirsty boy. Or is this car a she? We don't know. I think we may have been getting to the gas that's in the tank, because it stinks a little bit more than earlier. I need to pump you. Yeah, that gas is garbage. Come on. Oh. Oh my God. Shit. Damn, that gas is bad. Oh. What is this? Not doing too well. Well, we're pumping gas. We're running on not all cylinders. That's a good sign, though. It's a good sign that there's some gas in there. Well, good Lord, it stinks. It was promising, so it deserves more premium. Are you thirsty, buddy? Yes, he's thirsty. He is thirsty. I said the floor. All right, well, just stick this screwdriver in here. Oh, Lord. All right. Well, we got some blow-by. I think this engine's kind of roached. Runs off its gas tank. This thing is smoking. Sounds like it's got a massive vacuum leak. Well, I ain't got a vacuum leak. Do we have brakes? I got brakes. Huh? We got reverse? Well, didn't really want to move. Why are you doing this? Okay. I really think we got a couple of dead cylinders. Hell, I don't know. I wanted y'all to see this. I didn't notice this earlier. I was like, okay, you got a return spring. You got another return spring. Is this a return spring? No. No, this is some engineering masterpiece. This is the trans vacuum line shoved into the tree off the back of the car. That's probably my vacuum line. Vacuum leak. How? All right. That's funny. Let me see if I can get on this side. It's just shoved right into there. You know, for those people that don't know too much about vacuum, that's a vacuum leak. Well, let me remove this someone's screen door spring. Get that out of the way. Let me cap that with something. All I got right now is this fuel line, and it does fit, but I think my game plan is I'm just gonna stick it on there, crank up the car, and then put my finger over it to see if the idle changes. Don't you do this. Another thing we didn't check, which we know it runs because it's currently running right now, we didn't check the firing order. And I've seen that some people will get this wrong because Pontiac's, the distributor inside, or the rotor inside the distributor rotates counterclockwise as opposed to clockwise like Chevrolet. So this is cylinder number 1, and they have it nicely marked here for you in case you ever forget. But the firing order, you'll find this. This is cylinder number 1, and the firing order on a Pontiac is just like a Chevrolet, 1, 8, 4, 3, 6, 5, 7, 2. So we got 1, and then 8 should be on this side, which this one, let me go over here. One, 8. Yep, 8. 4. By the way, left bank is odd, right bank is even. So 1, 3, 5, 7, 2, 4, 6, 8. Right? So 1, 8, 4. And we'll follow this up. This is 2, 4, 3. Back over here, which would be the second one from the front. 1, 8, 4, 3. 6 is right here. 5. Yep. And then 7, which, let me walk over here. Seven. And then this will be 2, and it'll go all the way to the front. Okay, so firing order is correct. We definitely have, like, we're running on like 3 or 4 cylinders. We're not doing too hot there. So I think this engine has massive blow-by. It's a 76. It's not worth rebuilding. The heads are 6x8 heads, which have the larger 211 168 exhaust valve, so 211 intake. So those would be good if they were overhauled. So at this point, this car to me is worth the heads of about $200 to $300. So if I were to sell this car as a roller, I really don't care what I get for this car. I honestly don't care. it needs to be more than $500. That's kind of what I need to get to. I'd like $1,000 out of it complete. I'll sell it with the engine, whatever else, $1,000. But at this point, this engine's tired. I thought I could just nab it, put it in something else, but it's still a Pontiac. It still runs. This was a Ford. This thing would have been scattered in a million pieces, and somebody would be talking about how this is a late 68 and a half, blah, 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 bull crap. Anyways, just look at this. I got it to run. Now that we know this is a giant pile of crap, I mean, we kind of knew that before. Might as well take you around, show you the car. I mean, this would be something fun for someone to drop an LS in. Sticky tires, blow up the rear end, and then blow up the transmission, and then blow up everything else, and then rebuild it and have $20,000 into a giant pile of crap. But you could go fast in a quarter mile. I'm ready to get rid of you. That was fun. Got a bunch of birds watching me. I don't know if you can hear them, but they're enjoying the show as well.